Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Of all the reindeer that lived with Father Christmas, one was very special indeed. His name was Rudolph. He was special because he had a very shiny red nose. But he was also a very sad little reindeer, as all the other reindeer often made fun of him.
"Ha ha!"
cried Dasher and Dancer one Christmas Eve.
"Look at Rudolph's silly red nose."
Prancer and Vixen chuckled.
"He looks like a clown in a circus."
Donner and Blitzen nodded in agreement.
"Yes," they said, "it looks as if a huge tomato is growing where his nose should be. It's so bright, you would even say it glows."
All the reindeer laughed until their tummies ached. Rudolph turned away. Big tears filled his eyes. He walked outside into the cold night. Rudolph cried. "Why do they always make fun of my beautiful red nose?" he said, sniffing back tears. "It isn't a silly nose, and I'm sure it doesn't look like a tomato or make me look like a clown." Wiping his eyes, Rudolph returned to the stable to get warm, and he found the other reindeer playing I Spy with My Little Eye. "Can I play, please?" Rudolph asked.
"Tomato Nose is back," Comet and Cupid said.
He wants to join in and play." They stuttered on purpose to make fun of Rudolph's voice. Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen giggled.
No, you silly-looking clown," they too stuttered. You can't play. Only normal-looking reindeer can join our reindeer games."
Prancer and Vixen held their aching tummies. If they laughed any more, they would burst.
"Your nose," they said, joining in,
"glows so much, it hurts our eyes." Rudolph hung his head. He had never felt so sad. Perhaps he shouldn't live with Father Christmas any more. At least that way he wouldn't have to put up with the hurtful name-calling every day. The problem was he loved Father Christmas very much. He loved his big white beard. He loved his large wobbly belly. And he loved his kind and gentle eyes. But most of all, Rudolph loved how Father Christmas always found the time to scratch behind Rudolph's ears. Just then, Father Christmas came into the stable. He had a very worried look on his face. "What's wrong?" all the reindeer asked him. They'd never seen Father Christmas look so worried. Father Christmas sighed. "Oh, tonight we must deliver presents to all the children who have been good throughout the year," he told them. "But it's grown so foggy this Christmas Eve that I won't be able to see where I'm going." Dasher looked at Dancer, Prancer looked at Vixen, Comet looked at Cupid, and Donner looked at Blitzen. They all shook their heads. What could they do? Thinking of all the children finding no presents under the Christmas tree on Christmas morning was awful. They began to sob. But then Father Christmas saw sad little Rudolph huddled in a corner. And he saw how Rudolph's beautiful red nose glowed so brightly. "Rudolph!" shouted Father Christmas. "Yes, sir?" Rudolph said. "With your shiny red nose glowing so brightly," said Father Christmas, "won't you guide my sleigh tonight through this nasty thick fog?" A huge smile lit Rudolph's face. "Me? Lead the sleigh?" "Of course I will," Rudolph answered. "Of course I will." Dasher looked at Dancer, Prancer looked at Vixen, Comet looked at Cupid, and Donner looked at Blitzen. Then they all looked at Rudolph and cheered. Hooray for Rudolph and his glowing red nose! Father Christmas quickly hitched the reindeer to his magical sleigh and placed Rudolph right at the front. Rudolph beamed with pride. Sitting in the sleigh, Father Christmas held the reins and cried, "Up, up and away!" And the sleigh shot into the cold and foggy night. The light from Rudolph's nose cut through the fog easily. Father Christmas delivered all the presents in record time. "Rudolph, you're a very special red-nosed reindeer," said the other reindeer as they arrived home later. "You'll go down in history." And do you know what? They were right. Rudolph did go down in history as the only reindeer ever to have a beautiful, shiny red nose.